feel this week, Scarlett?
I was okay until yesterday.
Okay. Can I see your mood checklist? Thank you. Okay. So what happened yesterday?
My high school friend got married.
So how does it affect you? Is she your close friend?
Not really. We took English class together in senior year. We follow each other on Instagram.
Okay.
She met her boyfriend at a conference and has been dating him for 2 years. She recently got promoted and he proposed.
Okay.
Yeah, she looks happy.
Okay. So how did you feel when you saw your friend having an exciting time?
Mixed feeling. I'm happy for her. She's doing great at work and is entering this new chapter of her life with someone she loves. And honestly, I feel sad.
Oh, you're
Like sad for myself.
Oh, you're sad for yourself. Anything else you could feel about yourself?
Lonely.
Oh,
I feel lonely.
Okay. So, do you want to talk about this sad and lonely feeling regarding the news of your friend?
Yeah, we could.
Okay. So we'll come back to this later. And now let's talk about homework. So, how did you do the homework last week?
I did it.
Oh, you did it. Good.
I downloaded a dating app
And then
I read the
therapy notebook.
Yes, the therapy notebook every day.
Okay, good. Did you feel any obstacles when you're doing the homework?
Kind of. There was this automatic thought that like, oh, this isn't gonna do anything.
Oh, okay. So when you download the app, so any negative automatic thought came up?
I think one of them was like, I'm not gonna find anyone anyways, kind of thing. It's just an app.
Okay. So how did you respond to that thought? How were you able to do the homework after all?
I guess the thought wasn't that strong.
Okay. All
I
right.
just ignored it, and there was actually this very like positive thought.
Too? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what positive thought did you have? Do you remember?
Like, let's give it a try. Like, got nothing to lose.
Okay, great. I see it as a sign that you feel much better from the depression, and now you can see the positive side. So this is a notable progress that you deserve for the credit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But you helped me.
Yeah, I helped you, but I just helped you. So it is you who made a decision and applied it in your life. So without your commitment and your willingness to bring changes in your life, my help cannot do anything. So do you want to continue this using the strategies you learned here?
Yes.
Good. So is there anything else significant happened this week or last week?
So a guy messaged me on the dating app.
Okay.
And he wants to have lunch. I didn't respond yet because I don't know what to do.
Oh, okay. You're not sure if you want to accept it or not.
Yeah.
Okay. We could go further with this issue, but we already talked about the sad and lonely feeling, regarding your friend's wedding and all that. So maybe two issues are connected, but I want you to choose the one that you feel that heavier or more important today.
I think my sad feeling with my friend getting married.
Okay, so okay, then let's talk about it first, and then if you have time, we can talk about the other one too.
Okay.
And after we work out on this issue, I'm gonna give you new homework. And we will summarize the session together, and then you'll give me a feedback, just like we've done in previous sessions. Is that okay? Yeah, good. So when you heard about your friend's news, what was going through your mind?
I don't know, like Everyone is finding their partner except for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else went through your mind?
Maybe like I'm not an attractive person.
No, not an attractive person. Okay. Did you have any image came up in your mind?
Like me, old and alone.
Oh, okay. You're single for like long time most of your life. Okay. Okay, can you tell this story in your own word again? Like you can start from the situation. You describe the situation and then tell me what happened in your mind, mood, and your behavior. Remember the cognitive model that we learned before? Yeah.
Okay.
So what was the situation?
The situation is I found out my friend got married. Then automatic thoughts like I'm never going to have a boyfriend, I'm not an attractive person, and that I'm going to forever be alone.
Okay.
So, and then I just kept imagining myself being old and still single, so I didn't reply to the guy on the dating app.
Okay. So your mood was
Sad
yeah.
and lonely.
So you see, how your negative automatic thoughts affected your mood negatively and also negative behavior. Good. Okay, so I see your clear understanding of what is going on inside of you. So the truth about the relationship is the better you know yourself, you are better in the relationship with others. So you understand what's going on in you, your thought and mood, and you see how you ended up behaving a certain way, right? So with this kind of depth of self-understanding, you can understand others way better, and then you are getting ready for a healthy relationship, I think.
Thank you. I hope so.
Okay. So remember we talked about your intermediate belief last week? So what was it?
It was a rule that if I want to be loved, I should make extra effort.
So do you see any connection between the automatic thoughts you just said and the intermediate belief?
Maybe. I don't see how.
Okay, then let's see if the rule of intermediate belief applies to your automatic thoughts.
Okay.
So you thought you won't have any relationship. And that means if you want to have a relationship, you have to
Make the extra effort.
Then you thought you were not an attractive person. So if you want to be attractive, you
Make the extra effort.
yes. And so let's say you work hard to become attractive. Then what would happen next?
I'll find someone that likes me.
Okay. Then what happened next? Do you see yourself happy in the relationship?
No, because if I meet someone that likes me because I worked so hard, then I'll have to work even harder to keep up this act and meet his expectations.
Okay. Then if you work harder to meet his expectations, what will happen next?
I'll be so tired.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be enjoying the relationship.
Okay. Then you're so tired and not even enjoying the relationship anymore. What will happen next?
We'll probably break up.
Okay. So if you break up even after you try so hard, what does that mean about yourself?
That I'll be single and lonely again.
Okay. Then if you become single and lonely again, what does it tell you about yourself?
I'm a loser.
Oh, you're a loser. You mean you're a loser in the relationship or you're a loser in life in general?
Just a relationship.
Okay. Then if you're a loser in the relationship, does it tell you anything about yourself?
That I'm not an attractive person. I'm not lovable.
Oh, you're not lovable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you're unlovable, does it mean anything else about yourself?
That no one loves me because I'm not lovable.
Okay. No one loves you because you're not lovable.
Yeah.
Well, I think you have a core belief about yourself. I'm unlovable.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you agree to it?
Maybe, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I have the thought many times, but I didn't know it was my core belief.
Okay. And this is how it works in our mind. You have a core belief, I'm not lovable. And based on this belief, you develop a coping skill because you need to cope this world to survive with that negative belief. So it is intermediate belief, which is because I'm unlovable, if I want to be loved, I have to make extra effort. And from that intermediate belief, your automatic thoughts like, oh, I won't have a relationship, or I'm not an attractive person, those kinds of negative thoughts came out. So does it make sense?
I think so.
Yeah.
Then what do I do?
First, I want you to understand that core belief is just a belief or idea. So out of thousands and thousands of different beliefs and ideas, this is just one idea that can be changing. So it doesn't necessarily, it's not necessarily be true. And the question that we want to ask is this belief helpful?
No.
No, right? So remember, you said you want to choose a helpful and truthful thought when you learn about atomic thoughts, right? So same thing is true for the core belief. So you can choose the helpful and truthful core belief.
Yeah.
So how does that sound?
I want to change my core belief if I can. I just think it will be difficult because people don't change easily.
How difficult do you think it is? It's like almost impossible, or
yeah,
is it
maybe
manageable?
almost impossible.
Okay. Yeah, I agree that changing core belief won't be easy. It doesn't happen automatically. But what you just said, like it is almost impossible and people don't change, I think those are your automatic thoughts. Yeah, it may be related to other your core belief. So those thoughts can be tested and evaluated to see if they are like true or even helpful thought. But now I want to tell you that, even though it may not be easy, it is possible to change core belief because that's what this CBT is all about. So do you want to try? Yeah. Okay. Then let me teach you a little bit about core belief. Like everyone has core beliefs, not just you. I have core beliefs too. And we all have both positive core beliefs and negative core beliefs. And especially when we're distressed, we tend to believe negative core beliefs more. So even though, in our life, some positive things happen, but those positive data, they don't fit your negative core belief. So those positive data are not processed correctly especially when you're in distress. So we tend to ignore those positive data, or we tend to distort it so it can fit through the negative core belief that is operating. And when the negative things happen, then we so easily accept those positive data, and that because it fits our core belief and it is processed, and it even reinforce the negative core belief that is already operating. So does it make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's develop a new core belief. What could be a new core belief that is opposite of your old belief, which is I'm not lovable?
I am lovable?
But does that mean you're lovable always to everyone? What would be more realistic yet positive core belief?
I am lovable to some people sometimes. I don't know.
Okay. Then how does Bible say about it? What would Jesus say about your new core belief?
He would say I'm lovable to God.
Okay. God loves you, right? So
Yes.
you're lovable to Him. And also Jesus told God's children to love one another. So if we obey to Jesus, we are loving one another, and also we are loved by one another. That means we are lovable to one another. So how does it sound as your new core belief? I am lovable to God and to God's family.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Oh, yeah. Every Christian knows it, right?
Yeah.
But I know this is not a whole new idea, but let's look at it in a little bit different way. How do you think this new core belief, what the Bible says, is different from being lovable in the world?
I think in the world you have criteria that you have to meet, like you're pretty, you're smart, or you have a good job or career. But this new core belief doesn't say anything like that.
Bible doesn't say you have to be this and be that in order to be loved, right? Yeah, and the Bible says you are lovable because you are loved. The fact that you're loved by God and His family tells you that you are lovable already. But in the world, in order for you to be lovable, you have to have this and that, right? So even though you knew about what Bible says, what was closer to your old belief?
The latter.
That worldly one.
Yeah.
Okay. And so do you feel you need to change your core belief now?
Yeah.
Okay. And don't worry, that's what we're doing right now. So do you believe that you're loved by God?
Yes.
How much?
Like 90%.
Oh, 90%?
Okay, like 70%.
Oh, 70%? Okay, is 70% more honest answer?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And do you believe then you're loved by other Christians? And if you do, how much?
About the same, like 70, 60%.
Okay, that's pretty high. Then how much do you believe that you're lovable because you're loved by God and by other God's people?
40%.
40%. So you're lovable because you're already loved. Yeah, okay. And how much did you believe that you're lovable before you came into this room?
10%.
Oh, that low?
Yeah.
Okay. Then it's already a big improvement. Okay, then we will continue working on changing your core belief. And this time we're going to use a core belief worksheet. You'll write down evidences that support your new core beliefs on the left-hand side. Sorry, I gave it the worksheet. And on the right-hand side, you're going to write the evidences that support your old belief.
Okay.
And then we're going to reframe it using but. So this is example. But is important, remember that. So for example, I'm not as pretty as a white blonde girl in my acting class. That's why you're unlovable. That's the evidence that support the old belief. But my church friends love me regardless of my look. So yeah, you write the evidence for old belief and then reframe it using that like that. Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's think about the evidence saying that you're lovable to God and His people. The supported evidence that for your new core belief.
Well, the Bible says so.
Yeah, Bible says so. Okay, let's write it down. What else?
God listened to my prayer.
Okay. Any specific prayer or prayer answer?
Like He provided me with a job, and He gives me peace when I pray.
Okay.
And I'm getting better with my depression through
Okay,
the counseling.
good. Praise the Lord. So do you want to write them down?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Then what are the evidences that show you're lovable to God's people?
They pray for me.
Mm-hmm.
They don't judge me. I can share my failure with them honestly.
Okay. So you mean they don't have problems with your flaws and weaknesses?
No. The church is the only place I can be who I am. I go to church to be transparent.
Oh,
Yeah.
That sounds like it's a very special blessing for you from God. Because I know there's no perfect church in this earth, but still it's sad to, find such a safe place these days. So, yeah, good. So, yeah, you wrote down and let's think about the evidences supporting old core belief.
I think my past experiences of rejection.
Okay,
Like when I go to an audition and I don't get the part, or I do an interview and I don't get the offer.
Okay, you mean job interview,
Yeah,
you get the offer. Okay. Then let's write down the first one first. You didn't get a part after the audition. And we will reframe it. Okay, looking at that situation through the lens of new core belief, which is I'm lovable to God and to God's people. Okay, so have that in your mind and look at the situation again and interpret it differently.
I did not get the role because God didn't want me to.
Okay, then why do you think God wouldn't want you to get the role? When He loves you so much and you're lovable to Him, do you think He thought you were not good enough or not lovable?
No, maybe the role wasn't right for me.
Oh, okay. Okay, then how can you be sure about that thought instead of thinking that you didn't get a job because, you didn't get the role because they did not like you or you were not good enough?
Well, because I did get roles in other films and I had good experiences there.
Okay.
I don't think they chose me because they liked me. I think they chose me because they saw something in me that fit the role.
Okay. Then that sounds way more reasonable than just quickly concluding that, oh, I didn't get the role because I'm unlovable.
Yeah.
Right? And so do you want to write down that reframed thought? You can use but to continue from the sentence you wrote. Okay. Can you do the same thing with the second evidence that you did not get much interview offered when you're looking for a job?
Yeah. I was rejected from several companies,
But
I got a job that I like.
good. So yeah, you did really good job in reframing, and I appreciate that. But let's pay more attention to the word rejected for a moment. Do you think rejection is the best way to describe the situation, or is there any better way to describe it? Especially when you look at the situation through the lens of new core belief.
Well, I can say I just didn't get an interview offer.
Yeah, that's much better to say, I think, than, I get rejected, right? Why is it better description? How
Because
is it?
it's more helpful thinking.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And truthful and helpful thought will affect your mood and behavior. How?
To be more positive.
Yes. So you're very good at CBT now. So this is really important thing and skill that you want to remember because you're gonna use it again and again, even after the counseling is over. Okay, so hold on to it.
Okay.
And I wonder if there's any experience in the past, like a past experience that made you somehow believe that the old belief, like you're unlovable. Do you remember anything, any experience?
Yeah, like when I first came to America, I didn't speak English, so I was alone during recess and lunchtime. I wanted to play with other kids, but the other kids didn't want to play with me because I didn't speak English.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it must be very hard for a little kid. How old were you?
I was like 8.
8. Okay. So how long you have been alone until you had a friend?
The entire like 3rd grade, I was alone, and then I had friends that were like my neighbors. They weren't always nice to me, but we played together after school, and I learned English through them.
Okay, so it's like a better than a friend.
Yeah.
Like no choice.
Yeah.
Not many choices. Okay. So do you think you can reframe that evidence? Remember, looking through the new core belief that you're lovable to God and you're lovable to His people, and yeah, let's reframe it. You can begin with, I was alone in the 3rd grade, but
God was with me.
oh, okay. So do you really believe so?
I think I should.
Okay. Then I think your 3rd grade experience may be an important time that we want to pay more attention to it. So I would like to talk about it more next time. I wish I could do it today, but it's already time to close. So, but you did a really great job in using the core belief worksheet. Thank you. So how do you feel now after doing this?
I feel better.
Yeah.
I think changing perspective really helps my mood for sure.
Okay.
And I learned that it is possible.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you changed your automatic thought
Oh, yeah.
that it might be almost impossible, but it is possible, right? Okay, good. So I'll give you this for your homework.
Okay.
And can you write down 2 evidences on each side? Like supported to new core belief and then supported to old core belief, but with the but reframe.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
so yeah, do you have anything that in your mind that could be hard or obstacle to the homework? Any amount of the homework or frequency, whatever.
No, I can do it.
Can you do it?
I don't think I want to do it
Oh,
because it's actually helpful.
okay. Good. Good. Then I would like to summarize what we did today, and we focused on core belief. We started from your automatic thought, and then we found out your intermediate belief was like kind of connected to automatic thought and also core belief. And your core belief was I'm unlovable. And I explained some things about core belief, and we used the core belief worksheet. And I also had a kind of conversation with you to develop a new core belief. Yeah. So that's what we did today. And is there anything important to you that you learned today?
I think just reviewing about automatic thought, and then the importance of core belief, and to like make sure it's a positive, helpful thought, and also changing perspectives, and the little triangle thing, mood and behavior.
The core belief diagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we are in distress, we tend to believe the negative core belief more, even though we have positive core beliefs. And then when the negative core belief operates, the positive data, what happened to it? Do you remember?
Positive data?
The positive things that happen in our life, we tend to
Like twist it?
twist it so it can fit the negative core belief.
Yeah.
Or we sometimes just drop it and forget about it. Right? But negative data, how does it process?
It fits right in.
And then not only process, it also reinforce the already negative core, right? So we don't want to do that. Yeah. And then just like you experienced that, thoughts can be changed, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then same with the core belief too. Yeah, it is just an idea. Yeah. And then you want to choose what kind of core belief?
Positive.
And
Healthy.
helpful and truthful.
Oh,
core belief.
truthful.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So, any feedback that you want to give me? Anything to improve? If there was any, even the little one, any discomfort, you can say to me.
No, I think I feel more like close to you now, and I think it's very helpful.
Okay.
I can feel myself growing.
Okay. Good.